Hi everybody, my name is Faye and welcome to Fayscapes. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Sydney for a business trip, and because I did have a little bit of free time, I went bookstore crawling, and so I want to take you through some of the bookshops that I went to around the Sydney CBD area and its nearby suburbs. I had one rule for myself, and that is I can only buy one book from each of the bookstores that I'm going to. So I can choose not to buy if I don't think that there's any book there that appeals to me. But if I do want to buy something, I am limiting myself to one book only per bookstore. And I'm happy to announce that I was able to keep to that rule. Yes, thank you very much. Now, let's begin our bookstore crawling. The first bookstore that I went to is called Abbey's Bookshop, which is an independent bookstore that's been part of basically Sydney's literary scene since 1968. It's right at the heart of Sydney CBD and just across from Queen Victoria Building. It's pretty much a haven for serious readers. It has all the genres: literary fiction, science fiction, fantasy, general fiction, Australian fiction, history. So if you find yourself around Sydney CBD, make sure to visit Abbey's Bookshop. It's at 131 York Street. It's truly an experience. You won't regret it. Now the question is, did I buy a book from Abbey's Bookshop? And obviously, the answer is yes, I did buy a book. And I want to show that to you. Ta-da! Abbey's Bookshop. Because I'll be showing you stuff I need to. Let me just clip it. Okay. Alright. Okay. And it is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison.
Hey.
Yes.
How much?
Everything's being recorded, by the way. A Berkelouw. Do you want to show the people your choice of drink this weekend? So this is Richard's choice of drink. It's called Australian Whiskey and Cola from 23rd Street. And you've tried it already, right? Did you like it?
It's very nice, very smooth.
Oh, really?
It says 8% alcohol, but I swear it's not.
Oh, really?
It's so smooth.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, that's a baby girl.
Baby
Look at the
girl.
camera. Can you look at the camera? Yes, you my
Oh.
baby girl.
Millie is just right here. Look at this baby.
This baby.
Look at this baby girly. So, back to my book. I bought The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I haven't read any Toni Morrison books yet, but I know that they're spectacular. I've read so many reviews about her books, and I really wanted to read one. I do have one book of her. It's called Beloved, and I think that's one of her most popular books as well. Really looking forward to reading that and to reading this too. Okay. So, the next bookstore that I went to is something that I'm super familiar with because we have, if I'm not mistaken, 3 branches of this bookstore back in Singapore. And it's none other than Kinokuniya. I've always loved Kinokuniya. It's my go-to bookstore when I was in Singapore. And I also got to visit the flagship store in Japan. It has 9 floors. It's incredible. The only catch is that there are very few English books. This time I got to visit Kinokuniya Sydney, and I'm lucky because it's only a few minutes away from Abbey's Bookshop. So after I visited Abbey's Bookshop, I made my way to the galleries at St. George Street where Kinokuniya is located, and it's nothing short of incredible. The vibe of Kinokuniya Sydney is literally the same vibe as Kinokuniya Singapore and Kinokuniya Tokyo. It has an incredible collection of titles, both local and imported. And this is where I got the book that I've been looking for such a long time already. It's the only book that I got from Kinokuniya per my rule, but I've been looking for this book for quite some time. I even asked Abbey's Bookshop if they have it. They don't. I browsed online and went to Dymocks. If they have it, they don't. But Kinokuniya has it because Kinokuniya is awesome. So I was so happy. And that book is none other than The Coin. The Coin by Yasmin Zaher. I'm pretty sure this is quite a popular book, but for some reason it's elusive. I couldn't find a copy, and I'm just so lucky that Kinokuniya has a couple of copies. So there's that. And so let's go to our third bookstore. So the third bookstore that I went to is called Ariel Booksellers. Located at this suburb called Paddington. It has a lot of books about art, architecture, and perfect for those looking for coffee table books for their homes. Apart from that though, they also have a really incredible collection of literary fiction. So obviously I have to pick up something, and I did get Andrew Miller's The Land in Winter. This has been longlisted for the Booker Prize 2025. I haven't read this, but from what I've heard from those who have actually read it already is that this is worthy to be shortlisted as well. It wasn't, but I heard that it's amazing. They also gave me a bookmark. Look at this. It's quite pretty. So for those who want to visit Ariel, it's located at 326 Oxford Street, Paddington 2021. All right, so the fourth bookshop that I went to is called Romancing the Novel. This one is the cutest bookstore I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It has pink walls, velvet cushions, and of course, from the name of the bookshop itself, Romancing the Novel, it mostly sells romance books, both indie published and traditionally published. It also sells merch, and it has a wide collection for its genre. I had a really good time browsing around. It has your contemporary romance, your fantasies, your dark fantasies. I probably spent the most time here because it's just fun to look at every nook and cranny. And they have this sort of like reading area at the second floor, which I found so cute, and I could have spent a lot of time there reading. I did buy a book. It's called Power Play, which is part of the DC Star series by Chelsea Cordo. This is actually the second book. The first book in the series is called Face Off. I don't have a copy of that book still. Romancing the Novel at that time doesn't have a copy as well because it's one of their best sellers. From what I understand, this series is indie published, but it's been making waves around Bookstagram and Book Talk. So I thought I want to partake in the bandwagon. And so I picked it up. It's quite heavy. I'm gonna read this when I'm in the mood for some sports romance. So yeah, there's that. The next bookstore that I went to is called Ampersand Cafe and Bookstore. It's along Oxford Street as well in Paddington. It has 3 floors, and obviously from the name of the place itself, it doesn't just sell books, it also serves hearty meals and good coffee. It has around 30,000 secondhand books that you can choose from. It's probably the most diverse bookstore I've been to in this trip. When I went there on a Saturday morning, you can just hear people discussing books everywhere. You can hear people eating, having their coffee and eating their breakfast at the same time discussing deep themes from the books that I've read, and it took all of me not to eavesdrop. I didn't buy any book from this place. I didn't want to linger for long because, as I've mentioned, I didn't want to inadvertently eavesdrop. It has 3 floors, but it's a little bit cramped. It doesn't take away from the charm though. It's just that I am very conscious that there are people eating and having private conversations. So I just did a quick browse of the place and of the books there. And after that, I made a mental note to return whenever I'm in Sydney the next time, because I really do want to explore the place more. It has the most literary and intellectual vibe among all the bookstores that I visited during this trip, for sure. And now we're at bookstore number 6. And this one is one of my favorites because I just like the vibe. It also has a cafe, but it's at the second floor of the bookstore, so I didn't feel too rushed to browse and walk around and look at the books. It's called Berkelouw Books. It's also along Oxford Street at Paddington, and just a stone's throw away from Ampersand Bookstore and Cafe. They have a really good Australian fiction collection and general fiction collection as well. I did buy something from Berkelouw. I forgot what it is already, so we'll find out right now. What is this? Oh, okay. It's called Moderation by Elaine Castillo. I remember why I bought this. I'm pretty sure this novel has something to do about social media and the internet, and that is kind of my vibe right now. I want to read something that is very zeitgeisty, you know, something social media related, internet, anything that sort of tackles any of those topics. I am all ears and all eyes. So this one is something that I'm looking forward to reading. I'll probably read it soon because I'm in the mood for those kind of fiction right now, and I can't wait. But yeah, again, Berkelouw, one of my favorites. It also has a cafe at the second floor, and I didn't get to visit a cafe, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking if this is my favorite so far. I think it is. I think this is my favorite bookstore that I visited so far during this trip. All right, our 7th bookstore is nothing new, especially for my Aussie friends. This isn't new. It's Dymocks. We have a big Dymocks here in Adelaide as well. It's probably one of the most beautiful bookstores I've been to. It has arches and very intricate design. I love it. However, Dymocks Sydney CBD, I feel, is bigger. They also sell a lot more items apart from books, and I really had a fun time browsing around as well. Obviously, I bought something. Again, I forgot what this is already, but at that time, I knew that this is something that I wanted. But what is this? I forgot what this is. Lush by Rochelle Dowden Lord. And it's the only hardbound book that I got. First time I saw this book was in Kinokuniya. But then, because of my rule that I can only buy one book, I took a photo of this book and made sure to try to find it in the other bookstores that I will go to. And I haven't seen this in the other bookstores that I went to, only at Dymocks. So I grabbed the opportunity and got this book. One of the main reasons why I bought this book is because it's set in a French vineyard. And who wouldn't want to read about something that is set on a French vineyard? It already exudes drama and complications. Who doesn't want to read about that? Lush it is. Hi, everybody. I was just about to talk about the eighth and last bookstore that I visited. Basically, what I was trying to say is that before we go to the clip where I was saying, this is the eighth and the last bookstore that I went to, that's incorrect. It's the ninth and the last because this is the eighth, and I'm quickly inserting myself here to say that this is the eighth bookstore, and I just totally forgot about it until I was looking at the clips. And yeah, so the eighth bookstore that I went to, not the last, is a bookstore slash music store called Tidal. And where is it located? Wait. There are two stores. There are two Tidal stores in Sydney, but I think I went to the one that is bigger. There's one in Surrey Hills, and that's the smaller one. I went to the bigger one, which is at Barangaroo. Yeah. So yeah, it's called Tidal. It's both a bookstore and a music store. It's one of the coolest places actually that I've seen, because if you're a book lover and a music lover, then this will be the perfect store for you. It's very modern, very chic, very stylish, but they also have a pretty good selection. Although it's a tiny selection of books, a pretty good one nevertheless. They have some of the most popular fantasy books, but they also have a pretty good selection of literary fiction, which is what I got from Tidal. And that is, yeah, I got a book, obviously. It's Hot Milk by Deborah Levy. It's been shortlisted for a few awards as well, like the Goldsmiths Prize back in 2016. So this is not a newly published book. It's been around for a while, but yeah, happy to be able to grab this one. It has a very different feel from the other bookstores that I visited, and I like it. I basically just walked from my hotel to Tidal, and after Tidal, actually, after going to this bookstore, I went to go see the Sydney Opera House. Okay, let's go back. Now we are down to our last bookstore for this trip. So yeah, the last bookstore I visited is something that's been highly recommended by one of my colleagues from the office. It's also an independent bookstore. It's no longer at Paddington. It's actually at... where is it located? It's at Newtown, and it's called Better Read Than Dead. first of all, who wouldn't agree with that sentiment, right? Better read than dead. This is the most creative name of any bookstores I've went to. Second would be romancing the novel, but better read than dead. I mean, obviously I bought something. We'll find out what, because I forgot already. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Scaffolding. Scaffolding by Lauren Elkin. Something that I've seen around as well. Always positive reviews. Can't wait to read it. If I'm not mistaken, it's also set in France. I am not sure, but point is, yeah, I've heard so many good things about this as well. That's basically it. This has been my haul from Sydney. I think it's a really good stack, a mix of romance, literary fiction, and general fiction. So even though my TBR is like a mile long, I can't wait to add these and dive into these as well. And the Sydney bookstore crawl has been such a success in my opinion. I'm so happy and lucky to be able to visit these wonderful independent bookstores, and I can't wait to visit them again the next time I go to Sydney. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for following along and see you in my next video. Bye!